Hello again, how are you? I hope you got a minute to check out my last live where we were going to style this piece, which we have finished. I have my fabulous client Marie here. This is her home, which is so pretty. And all we did is go shopping in her house, and we took items from another room, brought them in here, made little vignettes, used all of her own items, which I'm going to take you out of the stand here, which really cost absolutely no money. So it's kind of fun when you can do that and get some tips. I'm going to show you, I'm actually going to turn the camera around and I'm going to show you some things that we did here. Let's see. She had things on top of her entertainment center. This is a big piece too. Let me stand back so you can have an idea. It is a large piece, and she had separate items all here. And I said, let's group them together. So we have 3 vignettes going there. I like to stay in groups of 3 or odd numbers. It could be 5, could be 7. But we added some greenery in there with the 2 lanterns that she already had there. It had greenery in there, and I added the white flowers. It just gave a little pop of lightness. She had this great Long Island sign, and I said, let's push it together. She also had that, what is that called? The lighthouse. And they sort of go together, you know, Long Island, lighthouse, water. We added some greens on the bottom. For some texture, we added one of those raffia balls. Now, she had these items here, too. We just kept the 2. I raised the one, can you see my hand here? The one on the right. We don't want those 2 objects to be the same size. We want to add some lifts and levels. So I lifted the one on the right on a box, put some greens in between. The greens really made a difference here. It brings a sense of life, even though they're artificial, but it just added to it. Here's another little vignette. Now, when you're placing things, you don't want them to be the same size. You want them to look important on their own and as a group together. So lifts and levels are important. You can see we have this jug on some books here. I love how the clock is with it. Here's a green that is really like that, but I've turned it on its side just to have that pop of green. Again, the green fills in a space. We're going with our groups of 3. Here's another little vignette that we have here. We added a floral head inside of the lantern rather than just a candle. Changed it up a bit. A little rose bloom. That's all that is a bloom head on its side with a little owl. Now, this is an entertainment center where they watch TV, so there are functional items here like speakers and cable boxes and stuff, so you sort of have to work around them. But Marie found we were going through all of her closets. She had this gorgeous vase. It's so, let me show it up close. I really fell in love with it. She wasn't using it. Now we took it out and gave it new life, and it looks so pretty in that spot. We added some greens, and again, just a floral head on its side to lighten things up there with a flower head. Over here, this was a candlestick. Again, she had them put away. She says, I have no use for these candlesticks. Do you want them? And I'm like, no, let's use them. It gives us height. Again, one of those balls in a pot. Turned it on its side. Put it on top of the candlestick. Let me turn that. Here's a little piece, the hello, that she just bought. Put with the pair. We got a group of 3 going, and it just looks so pretty. This was pretty much the same before. She had this sign, which she really liked, but it was dark back there. So we added the lightness of that vase, put a fabric ball in front of it. We got our group of 3 going, and it looks so pretty. And you could see the lights are on in this piece too. Marie was telling me that the lights didn't work in here. And while I was up top putting that up there, I touched the button and the lights work. So look, I became an electrician as well. That was really very fun. And I'm going to show you another little piece. I really can't take credit for this. Marie did this on her own. I don't know if you remember that tray that I made. Marie's the one who purchased that. But look at how beautifully she has it styled. She has 3 greens there. I love that clock on that stand. So pretty. and one piece on the other side. She put it on a runner. And that's a big square table that it's on. And goes so nicely with that piece. She really did do a great job. But love how, oh, I was trying to zoom you in. We just wanted to share doing those little tweaks on the entertainment center really made a difference with styling this piece. So I'm hoping that you can get some ideas, some inspiration, or if you have any questions, type them in the comments. Let me know if you watch this on the replay with #replay, and we'll be happy to answer questions. Thanks so much for joining us. I'll talk to you soon.